A warm welcome to today's session, kids. This is Hershey, your SST trainer. Today I am taking up chapter number 8, Physical Features of India, of your course book, Time Travelers, a knowledge series by Amit Publishing House. So get ready, kids. This is a warm-up exercise. Just have a glance of this picture. Identify it. It is a famous Hindu temple, one of the 12 Jyotirlings of Shiva. Jyotirlings of Shiva. This is the one temple out of 12 Jyotirlings. The temple is located on the Garhwal Himalayan range near the Mandakini river in the state of Uttarakhand, India. Can you identify the temple? Let me tell you, this is Kedarnath. Yes, it is Kedarnath. So write down Kedarnath. Kedarnath is very famous. It is one out of 12 Jyotirlings and it is located in the Uttarakhand state of India. Right, kids? Now, let's begin with the chapter. India is a beautiful country. It is our motherland. It is very beautiful. The high mountains, lush green forests, mighty rivers, fertile plains and sandy desert shows the diversity of land. Yes, so many kinds of landforms. In our previous chapters, we have learned the landforms. Some lands are highlands and lowlands. Yes, we have learned. So, we will learn about the geographical features of India. There are 6 major physical divisions, or you can say geographical regions of India, means according to the land areas, according to the landforms. These forms the physical feature of our country. 6 main features are there: the northern mountains, the northern plains. So, the India has 6 major physical divisions, or you can say the geographical regions. 6 main divisions are there. 6 type of landforms are found in our country. These are called physical features of our country. Physical means that are visible to us, right? So, these are physical features of our country. What all are those? First is northern mountains, northern plains, Indian desert, the peninsular plateau, the coastal plains, and the 6th one is islands. So, we will discuss about all 6 geographical features of India in detail one by one. So, first start with northern mountains. The northern mountains are part of India, has highest mountain ranges on the earth. Yes, kids, the Himalayan ranges are highest in the world. These are the Himalayas. It has the highest. We will look into the map later on. First, we will complete this. The highest peak in the world. Yes, the Himalayas has the highest peak in the world. The Mount Everest is the highest peak in the world. Mount Everest. Remember this. This is the highest peak on the planet Earth. It is found in the Himalayas in Nepal. Nepal is our neighboring country. In the previous chapter, we have learnt about our neighboring countries, kids. So, Nepal is our neighboring country. The highest mountain peak of the world, which is Mount Everest, is situated in Nepal. The Himalayas are covered with snow throughout the year, kids. Himalaya, if we divide or if we break into two, that him means barf, or snow, and Alia means abode, means home. So it is the home of snow, which is covered with the mountains. Himalayan mountains are covered with snow throughout the year. The snow melts to give rise to a number of rivers. As sun shines with the heat of sun, the snow gets melt and it gives rise, or number of rivers are formed from the Himalayas like Ganga, Indus and Brahmaputra. Brahmaputra, these are three rivers that are being forming from the Himalayan range. Range means what, kids? It's a number of mountains. It is not a single mountain, it's number of mountains that are situated in a particular area. So this is Himalayan range. Mount Everest stands tall. What is the length? Height. It is 8,848 meters, which makes it the highest mountain on the planet. Height means, like you can see, this is the highest peak. We will measure from the sea level. So this is the highest peak. So this is the height of a mountain. The Mount Everest is 8,848 meters long. Right? So let's see in the map. Here you can see the pink color, the peachish, this color. This is the Northern Mountains area of our country. This area, right? This is the part of Northern Mountains. It stretches from north to east. We learnt like this now. This is the north direction. This is the south. This is the east, and it is the west direction. So mountains, Northern Mountains stretches from north to east part of our India, right? The Himalayan range is there. The Mount Everest, we have discussed, the highest peak on the planet. It is in the Nepal. Got it, kids? You have learned about the Northern Mountains, right? Shall we move ahead to different geographical area? Let's move on. The next is Northern Plains. Yes, the Northern Plains are also known as the Gangetic Plains, lies to the south of the Himalayas. These are also called the Gangetic Plains. It is lies to the south of Himalayas. It lies to the south of Himalayas, not in the southern area of India. This is the northern part. This is the northern part. This is the southern, north, south. This is east and west. Again, this is the Northern Mountains area. The yellow part in the map, it is Northern Plains. Yes. So, Northern Plains are in the south of Himalayas. In the south direction of Himalayas. It stretches from northwest to east. It stretches from northwest to east. You can see these are the Northern Plains, right? So let's learn more about the Northern Plains. Northern Plains are also known as Gangetic Plains. It lies to the south of the It lies to the south of the Himalayas. We have seen in the map. They stretch from west to east. You have seen from the western side, it is stretching to the eastern corner. They cover most of the northern and eastern part of our India. The rivers that starts in Himalayas flow through these plains and make the soil fertile. We have learned the three rivers, Ganga, Brahmaputra and Indus. These are flowing from Himalayas towards to the northern plains and make the soil fertile. Therefore, these plains are densely populated. Because life is simple in the northern plains, the soil is very fertile, the water availability, the food availability is much high, and life is pretty simple in these areas. Now next geographical feature is Indian desert. Indian desert is also known as the Thar desert. The other name of the Indian desert is the Thar desert. It lies in the northern western part of India, mainly the state of Rajasthan. Rajasthan has the Thar desert. The region is dry, hot and gets little rainfall. Here the days are very hot and nights are cold. Due to the harsh climate, fewer people live in this region because there is a scarcity of water. Scarcity of water because less rainfall or low rainfall, and because of this vegetation level is very low. This is the shape of desert. We have learnt about the shape of desert. We travel by camel in the desert region. So Rajasthan is the state which covers the desert region. It is also called the Thar desert, and the climate is very hot and dry and cold at night. So let's see in the map, where is the Thar desert? So this is the blue part which is there. This is the Rajasthan, and this is, you can say, the Thar desert, or it is what? Indian desert. Got it, kids? So India is very diverse in terms of different landforms. So let's discuss the brain shaker. Indian desert has hot days and cold nights. Can you tell us why this happens? Kids, this happens because of the sand. Sand gets warm or hot very quickly during the daytime and gets cold very quickly at night. So this happens because of the sand. Now next geographical feature of India is the Peninsular Plateau. Peninsular Plateau is a piece of land. What is peninsular, kids? We have learned the peninsula. India is a peninsula country in the previous chapter. Yes, peninsular means the land mass which is covered by water from three sides. So India is a peninsular country that is surrounded by water from the three sides. The Peninsular Plateau is divided into two parts, Deccan Plateau and the Central Highlands. So let's see in the map again. So Peninsular Plateau, this is the Southern Plateau. This the green part. It is triangular in shape, right? This part, it is covering major part of our India. This is called the Southern Plateau or the Peninsular Plateau. It divides the southern part, plateau into two. One is Deccan Plateau and another is Central Highlands. Central Highlands, right? Central Highlands and Deccan Plateau. So let's read more about this. So plateau is divided into two parts, Deccan Plateau in the south and the Central Plateau in the north. Deccan Plateau and Central Highlands. Means these both parts make joins together and make Peninsular Plateau, right? The peninsular plateau is surrounded by the Arabian Sea in the west. We all know Arabian Sea flows in the west and the Bay of Bengal flows in the east. So peninsular plateau is surrounded by Arabian Sea in the west and the Indian Ocean in the south and Bay of Bengal in the east direction. Rivers like Krishna, Godavari and Kaveri flows through the southern plateau or peninsular plateau, right? This is the picture of Deccan Plateau. Plateau region has high ranges to its east and west. The range on the east is called Eastern Ghats and the ranges on the west is known as Western Ghats. Let's go back again. Let's understand with the help of map. The green portion in the map is the plateau part. It is divided into two, Deccan Plateau and the Central Highlands. Yes, this plateau is surrounded with Arabian Sea. Arabian Sea flows in the west direction, Indian Ocean in the south and the Bay of Bengal in the east. Got it? And the plateau has mountain ranges. In the eastern part, it is called Eastern Ghats. And in the west, it is Western Ghats. Okay, kids? Got it? So, the hill ranges of that is available or present in the eastern part is called the Eastern Ghats and the west mountain ranges are called Western Ghats. Okay, so next geographical feature is coastal plains. On both sides of southern plateaus are a narrow strip of coastal plains which is very fertile. These plains are called Eastern Coastal Plains and Western Coastal Plains, as we have discussed the Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats. So there is a narrow strip of land which is called Eastern Coastal Plains and Western Coastal Plains. Since they are located near the sea, it has moderate climate. Moderate climate means the weather is neither too hot or not too cold. Yes, nor cold, neither hot nor cold. The coastal plains. I'll show you the Eastern Coastal Plains and Western Coastal Plains in the map. The pink stripe. This is the pink stripe. In the western part, it is Western Coastal Plain and in the eastern part, it is Eastern Coastal Plains. Right, kids? So, weather is neither very hot nor very cold here in these areas because these areas are near the sea. Right? So, we have learnt about the coastal plains. Next and the last is the islands, right? What is the difference between islands and peninsula, kids? Peninsula is the area which is covered from three sides. We have learned in the previous chapters. And the island is the area or land mass which is covered from water from all the sides. So, an area that is completely surrounded by water. This you can see, this is the island. It is surrounded by water from all the sides, right? The Lakshadweep Island and the Andaman and Nicobar Island are the groups of island, right? The Lakshadweep Island are the group of island in the Arabian Sea and Andaman and Nicobar Islands are in Bay of Bengal, right? Near about 572 islands are the part of Andaman and Nicobar, and approximately 36 island, the group of 36 island, Lakshadweep Island is a group of 36 islands, right? The largest group of island in the India are the Andaman and Nicobar Island, that is in Bay of Bengal, approximately 572 islands. The team of international scientists have developed deep landforms and open source artificial intelligence tool. Here is the artificial intelligence tool, the name Deep Landforms, tools for planetary mapping. Alright kids, so we have learnt about the geographical features of India, 6 different kinds of landforms that are present in our country, right? So it's time to revise the things that we have learnt. India has 6 major physical divisions. Himalayas are covered with snow throughout the year. The northern plains are also known as Gangetic Plains, lies to the south of Himalayas. Don't forget, it is in the south of Himalayas, not in the southern part of our country, right? The Indian desert, also known as the Thar Desert, another name of Indian desert, Thar Desert. It is located in the northwest part of India. The peninsular plateau is divided into 2 parts, Deccan Plateau and the south and central highlands in the north direction. Hope you have understood the geographical features. It's time for the evaluation corner. Let's do the exercises together. This region is dry, hot and gets very little rainfall. It is coastal plains, northern plains, the Thar Desert or the northern mountains. The correct answer is the Thar Desert. The desert region receives very little rainfall. Also fill this. Do this properly. Fill this circle. The answer is C. That is why filling this circle C. Rest. Fill the circles according to the answers. The southern plateau has the dash in the west. The southern plateau or the plateau region has dash in the west direction. It is Arabian Sea, Indian Sea, Bay of Bengal and none of these. It is Arabian Sea in the west direction, right? Next is the Deccan Plateau is the part of coastal plains, northern plains, peninsular plateau or island. It is the part of peninsular plateau. These are narrow stripes of plains land on both sides of the peninsula. These are coastal plains, desert, peninsular plateau or northern plains. The answer is coastal plains. The major group of islands in India are the Dash Islands and Dash Island, Andaman and Nicobar Islands and also Lakshadweep Island are group of islands, right kids? Now let's do the fill in the blanks together. First is Dash is the world highest mountain peak. We have learnt about the highest mountain peak. It is Mount Everest. Mount Everest is the highest mountain peak. Next is the Thar Desert lies in the state of, can you tell me the answer, the state that covers the Thar Desert? Very good answers. It is Rajasthan. The Indian desert is also known as the Thar Desert. And the fourth is the dash is covered with snow throughout the year. It is Himalayas. Alright kids, now write true and false. True for the correct statement and false for the incorrect statement. The Lakshadweep Island are one of the 3 main island groups. It is falls. Two main island groups, Andaman and Nicobar and Lakshadweep Islands. The climate of coastal plain is neither hot nor cold. Next is the climate of the coastal plain is neither hot nor cold. Yes, this is true. The peninsular plateau slopes from east to west. This is false, kids. It slopes from west to east. So all the rivers drains into Bay of Bengal. So this is false. There are thick forests on the lower slope of the northern mountains. Yes, it is true. Now move on to the next. Answer the following question. What are 6 physical divisions of India? Why is the peninsular plateau is peninsula? What do you know about the Indian desert and why it is possible to grow plenty of crops in northern place? We have discussed about these questions in detail while explaining the chapter. So please refer the explanation and do the questions on your own, kids. So that's it for this chapter. Stay excited for clamp of another videos. Till then, take care. See you in the next class of SST.